just because of the features alone that drive addiction, these companies can be held accountable. That's a huge message.
We remain confident in our record of protecting teens online.
This morning, we are tracking the fallout after a Los Angeles jury found Meta, parent company to Facebook and Instagram, as well as YouTube, liable for designing platforms that are addictive to young people and causing issues with their mental health.
So jurors awarded a total of $6 million in damages to the now 20-year-old plaintiff who went by the initials KGM. So this landmark decision could set a new legal precedent for future cases. So live in studio this morning, criminal defense attorney Josh Kolsrud. So what does that mean for the future as far as other cases? Does that mean other people are going to go, hey, well, me too?
Oh, this is a bellwether case. It's huge. And what it does is it allows plaintiffs now to challenge these social media companies, saying that the design platforms are somehow addictive and harmful to their children. Because before this case, these platforms were protected by what's called Section 230, which meant that they were immune from any type of lawsuit because they were a public square. But in this case, the plaintiff's attorneys were really smart about this. They didn't challenge the content. They challenged the platform, saying that the endless scrolls, the notifications, all of the picture modifications and comparisons were really harmful and addictive to children. So that's what the jury was focused on in this case.
Well, what keeps the whole world from going to court now?
Well, it's very case specific. So in the case at hand, we had a young teenager who had never previously been allowed to be on Instagram. And when she was 13, her parents allowed her full access to Instagram, where she began being on there for 6 to 8 hours a day. And she would check it morning, noon, and night, first thing in the morning. And her parents noticed that she began having severe depression and anxiety. And they were able to show that the platform itself, the Instagram and the Meta platform, was a direct cause of these mental conditions. Now, Meta pushed back. They said, well, there must have been some intervening causes here. You know, the parents allowed her to be on these platforms. And, you know, adolescence is tough. But the jury said no, you know, not in this case. In this case, but for the Meta platform and the addictive qualities of that platform, this little girl's mental conditions and her anxiety and depression would never have happened.
And they're saying algorithms were part of this that led to these repeated images or videos. Talk about this, because in New Mexico, there was another jury that awarded a plaintiff as well. How significant is this case related to that? And we know there's still some like 1,600 lawsuits out there currently similar to this one.
Oh, 1,600 just in California?
Just in California?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is going to open the floodgates. And, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, who took the witness stand in the California case, you know, he did so because this is such a big deal. But interestingly enough, during his testimony, he implored Congress to pass an act really to regulate the minors using all the platforms. But sometimes jury verdicts act faster than Congress does. Sure. Because now there's new precedent, it's going to open the floodgates, but it's going to be done on an individual basis. For example, you know, let's say in a different case, you have a 13-year-old girl who's using the Meta platforms, and she develops anxiety and depression. But at the same time, her parents got divorced, and maybe her dog died. You know, I don't think that in that case, that would be a successful case to go to trial on, because there's other causes that could have been the result of that anxiety and depression and any other malady that could form. But what would change now in the future is, you know, these companies, they react to risk. And now they see these lawsuits as, you know, not just little piddly things, but, you know, serious risk. And so I think that it's going to increase the protections for minors using the platforms. You're not going to have the endless scrolls, the constant notifications.
That's all a great thing.
Exactly. You know, and these companies, these platform companies, go to the same seminars as the casinos to learn how to keep people hooked and engaged on their platforms. And to an adolescent, it's just not really good for their minds.
Yeah.
They're not developed. They're not developed to deal with that.
Well, Josh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
We'll see what happens with the appeals, as they both have said they're going to appeal. All right. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thanks.